Has John Ramsey, scientifically and based on the position of law enforcement, been exonerated as having anything to do with John Benet Ramsey's death?
Yes, beyond a reasonable doubt, he has been exonerated.
And we're talking about scientific DNA evidence.
Absolutely.
Almost from the beginning knew that the case needed to be in different hands. The Boulder police had never investigated a murder. So our effort for, 3 years was to do whatever we could to help get that case moved to first to the district attorney's office. Then we were hoping it would get into the sheriff's department, which had a pretty good organization, we were told. And that finally happened, and that was an answer to prayer. The case was taken away from the police. And,
so they're still investigating then?
Oh, yes. The district attorney took the case away from the police, brought in 2 very seasoned homicide detectives, and put them on the case. And they started from scratch. There was no case file. There had never been a neighborhood survey, all those basic things that should have been done. They started to do them. And that was probably 4 years ago. The most significant thing that so far that has come out of their efforts, we always knew there was DNA evidence, but didn't know how much about it. We just knew it was there, and the police were discounting it. And through the effort of these men and the Denver Police Department lab, they were able to go back and extract DNA evidence from the evidence locker. And they believe now they have the killer's DNA without a doubt, they've told me. And so it became the most significant clue that they have. And so it's a tedious process. It's it's 10 years later, but with that DNA, they've told me that we will get our guy.
I wrote the City of Boulder, and I copied District Attorney Mary Lacey, and I said, if this investigation is not transferred out of the hands of the Boulder Police Department into the hands of a third-party, objective, competent law enforcement agency, I'm going to sue the City of Boulder, and you're going to be the laughing stock of the country when the truth comes out about the incompetence of your department in this investigation. I remember sitting there with her, and I said, this has to stop, and only you can stop it.
Our objective, almost from the beginning, was to get the case out of the Boulder police hands. When Mary took the case over, took it directly, we were thrilled.
Time of the year for his family. It's also a time of hope because the real breakthrough in this case was when Mary Keenan took the case over.
Who killed John Benet Ramsey lies in the DNA evidence. The former deputy district attorney admitted that DNA evidence provided a strong suggestion that the Ramseys were innocent.
As of January 15th, 1997, there was a strong suggestion by the DNA results that the Ramseys were not responsible for this murder.
I learned just recently that within 2 weeks, the police were given a report by the Colorado Bureau of Investigation Lab, whoever looked at the DNA, and said this DNA excludes this list of people, including John Ramsey, Patsy Ramsey, Burke Ramsey, and others.
Of 2007, the waistband of John Benet's long johns were also tested for touch DNA by the Bode Technology Group. A scraping method was used to collect any DNA that might have been present but wasn't visible. Touch DNA found on the waistband of John Benet's pajamas matched the DNA found on her underwear. In 2008, this touch DNA technology officially cleared the Ramsey family. That's when the Boulder District Attorney, Mary Lacey, apologized to John Ramsey for the cloud of suspicion his family had lived under for years.
Mary Lacey asserted in that letter that they have the DNA profile of the killer.
Right.
And the experts that we have shown the lab results to say not only can you not say it's the DNA profile of the killer, it may not be the DNA profile of any one person. It may be a composite of genetic markers from numerous people.
It's now clear, based on what you've uncovered, that Mary Lacey was misleading when she said that that DNA was DNA from the killer, and that she even knew then that it wasn't. That's what the correspondence shows. That's what the emails now show. And it further calls into question, why did Mary Lacey do this? In this case, apparently, they were trying to make sure that the evidence didn't lead in a different direction. I can't speak to why Mary Lacey would do that. I'm not going to assign her any motives, but I am going to say that while the initial clearance by Mary Lacey was troubling, what I'm now being told and have seen is even more troubling, and it begs the question, why did she do it? And we deserve an answer to it.
Do you think we will ever know what happened to John Benet Ramsey?
I think many people already know what happened to John Benet Ramsey. Whether we can prove in a court of law 20 years after the crime what happened and who was responsible for the death of John Benet Ramsey is a totally different question.
What we've learned in the world is there are good people and there are evil people. That's unfortunately what we all have to be aware of.